Hello everybody, long time no see. We're getting us some Hardee's before we go to our new property where we're building a house. Yay! I realized after I filmed all that if you're not in our direct circle, then you will not know what the heck is going on. But so we sold our homestead, the homestead that's in all the videos, you know, that you've seen up to this point. Our house was 1,000 square feet. We now have 3 kids instead of 2. And I like having a small house, but land wasn't laid out very well. We have horses too, so I really want our horses on our land instead of boarding somewhere. But anyways, so we ended up, since the market is really good too, we ended up selling our house and having equity in our house. A pretty crazy amount considering we've only lived there 3 years. And we used that equity to put a down payment on some land that we're going to build a house on. So now you're all caught up. We found 12 acres of some pretty flat land. The plot is like pretty much a square. And yeah, so I'm going to show you guys the fast forward of Elmer cleaning off the barn. So you can watch him do that on day 1. We were so excited. And we, this was the next day after we closed. So here you are. First meal. We're having hibachi takeout from a place in Jefferson City. It actually looks really good for being what the place looked like. It looked kind of run down. So what did we accomplish today, Elmer? A lot of people don't know what all the steps that you have to take to build a house.
I don't know all the steps.
No, we don't. We're just winging it.
Well, you have to have water and electricity.
Well, what was the highlight of this property? Like one of the reasons we bought it? About the utilities. You got stuff in your beard.
Of course I do. Ew.
Yeah, first cover that part.
Well, one of the biggest things, there was already power here for the barn, and there's water at the road. So as much as I would love to have a well, $1,600 is much cheaper than $16,000 or more. So we were kind of soft quoted anywhere from $12,000 to $20-something thousand.
But we may get a well eventually for our animals with the NCRS or whatever it is.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we may go that route, but just to get us moved in and get us some water.
Yep.
You know, we just hooked onto the road, or we're gonna hook onto the road, and then I'll run the water line myself up to the barn. We applied for our account with the electric company for a new build, and now we're just waiting on the electrician to do his thing. From what I understand, the next thing he has to do is pull the permit. Then the electric company has to come out, designate a spot for the tent pole. Then he comes out and installs the tent pole, and then the state inspects it, then they turn it on. I don't know how long that's going to be, probably a couple weeks, but I know it's going to be a couple weeks on the water. But yeah, we're learning new stuff.
And we're looking for a camper.
We want temporary living quarters while we're here.
So I've talked to 3 different builders, and the one that's building the barn down close to here, he actually builds pole barns. So when you're building the barndominium, you want I don't know, like if you're doing it yourself, you want to get somebody that builds pole barns to do your shell. If you're contracting it out, if you have a general contractor, then you let them handle everything, and then they sub out the people that build the pole barns. So we're kind of in the middle of, do we want to hire a general contractor, or do we want to be our own contractors? And I think I'm leaning more towards that, because I'm obsessed with knowing each part of the process. And
we want to know who's doing
I have a lot of I network a lot whenever I tattoo, so I know a lot of people. Some of you guys watching this, you know, might do sub jobs that I know of that I'm gonna hit, you know, contact you for, and not even like asking for a deal or anything like that. Like, that is not my prerogative. The biggest thing for me is somebody that I can trust, and somebody that's going to be there on time and do what they say they're going to do and all this stuff.
Because we like to support our friends.
Yeah, we like to support our friends, and that's more important to me, like supporting our friends and somebody giving us quality service than, you know, paying half price for somebody that is not even going to finish the job when they say they're going to. So I just feel like we could get a bigger bang for our buck being our own general contractors. The biggest hurdle is going to be finding a bank that will even let us do that. Number one, us being our own general contractors, and number two, it being a pole barn house. But yeah, so that's where we're at, and I have to get my 2020 taxes done, and as some of you other business owners know, it is a big freaking mess headache right now. I haven't even got my unemployment stuff in from the state, so I don't even think they're accepting anything till like the middle of the month, like the IRS. So I'm just waiting on that, so then I can show the bank what my income was last year, and then we can get started on the construction loan. Because right now we just have a land loan on the remainder of what the equity in our house didn't pay for on this land. So, what, baby? You ready to go outside? Y'all go outside. Go outside and play.
Please like and subscribe for more videos.
Good job, man. All right, y'all get out and play. Go play in the yard. See, I can let them out to play and not have to worry about them getting hit by cars.
This
Papa,
is
I'm
child
looking.
box.
Oh, you have to get out and let them out?
No.
Oh, okay. Also, I want to talk about, which some of you guys might ask, about the power lines that are on our property. They are the big boy power lines. They are TVA. They run on like a corner of our property. They're TVA, we have a TVA easement on our property. And there is a lot of controversy around these power lines, and I legit freaked out for like 2 days over it, because there are studies. There was a study done in the 60s or 70s about a link between these big power lines and child leukemia, and also cancer in people and all this stuff. I almost was ready to back out of the purchase because I was so freaked out about it, but I did a lot more research and I feel safe about it now. I did like stay up all night and read all kinds of like different research that was done and forums and stuff from what engineers say and stuff that power linemen say and all this stuff. And I think I know my final decision is that it is not going to harm our family, unless we just need to have our house far enough away if there was some kind of like crazy storm that came through that none of the lines would fall on our house. So we're building our house. Yeah, we're going to build our house over 400 feet away from where the power line easement is. Another thing with the easement, you can't build anything permanent within 75 feet of the tower. So there's no reason for us to put anything permanent over there except for a fence, and we can do a fence.
That's not considered permanent.
Right. As long as we have a gate where they can access it, then that's fine. Other ideas, we think we might like redo the metal in the barn where it matches the house if we have enough budget left over.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
that's a lot of metal.
Yeah,
that would cost a lot. That's a 5-year plan.
Yeah, probably a 5-year plan. And looks are not, like, obviously I want the house to be kind of like at least somewhat attractive, since this is like our forever house, so
it's brand new. It should look good.
Yeah. So I want to make it count on the house, and then we'll get to the barn whenever we get to it. It's not a big deal to me that there's like pieces not matching and missing and stuff like that. I'm not a picky person.
Well, it's a barn.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do something fun since we ate Asian
Chinese
food. We got our fortune cookies. We're gonna read them, see what they say. Which one do you want? Ah! Read yours first.
Read yours first.
Read mine first. Did you even read yours yet? No? Okay. I can see this. Okay, this says, you will attain the highest levels of intelligence.
Mine says 5, 12, 19.
No, turn it around, dummy.
A long-lost relative will soon come along to your benefit. That's deep. Stay
Who's
away.
a long-lost relative?
I don't know. Stay away. Stay away. I really need help.
It's not to your benefit.
That's what it says. We'll see.
Well, all right.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. So, we're looking at a bunch of different floor plans. The rate right now, what I'm getting, like kind of an average from builders, is $100 a square foot. The pole barn guy that I was talking about, he quoted me $125 a square foot. But he said that I could use whatever subs that I wanted to under him. So it's kind of like I'm my own general contractor, but I have a general contractor. So as long as the bank that has my land loan will let me build a pole barn house, then I think I'm probably going to go with him, because he'll let me use my own subs. Otherwise, I think different loans, like another loan that I looked at, will let you be your own contractor if you pay like more of a interest rate, like a higher interest rate. But yeah, there's a lot that goes onto that side of it. And shopping around for people to do this is just not easy. Like, I have literally read hours and hours of comments and posts, and different states have different rates of what, like in Texas, you can build a barn dough so much cheaper than here in Tennessee, just because there's different companies that are being competitive out there. But here, there's
not very.
There's very little.
We'll be
companies
like,
that do
we're
it.
on the forefront of this.
Yep. So then you've
area.
So then you've got just builders that build regular stick homes, that are subbing the guys that...
They're way too far.
Hey! They're like way out there.
Dead gone. They're going to meet the neighbors.
Yeah, we might have to keep an eye on them, I don't know. But at least, I mean, we don't have to worry about them getting hit by a car. Might have to worry about a coyote getting them. So yeah, anyways. Yeah, so then you've got, so you're better off, instead of the general contractor that does the stick homes subcontracting the pole barn people to put it up, then it's better just to go through them if they're already a general contractor, is my thinking on it. But yeah, we're already dreaming about how we want our house laid out. I think the non-negotiables that I need are a window at the sink that faces the backyard where I can watch the kids play while I'm cleaning the kitchen, and a what was the other one? Oh, porches. I want a big enough porch to where I can sit outside with pouring rain coming in sideways and a drop not touch me. So I want like 12-foot porches if I can make it happen. That's like those two things. What's yours? What do you need to have?
I need to have plenty of living space, plenty of storage, a place to work.
Workshop. You really do need like a
sawmill.
Guys, he won't leave me alone about the sawmill. I know he'll use it. We will get a sawmill. We just have to prioritize. But so yeah, that's where we're at. And I'm sure a lot of this stuff is like going to change and flip around, and I'll change my mind on the floor plan a bazillion thousand times. The kind of where I'm at right now is I'm just trying to figure out, okay, what's the most efficient way to build the shell for this thing? And then I will know how I need to lay out my floor plan, because
the most important thing about the floor plan is that once you decide on something, it has to stay the same, because the biggest time constraint on a builder, I've been told by builders, is people changing their mind halfway through the build and then having to undo stuff and redo it, and it costs money.
mm-hmm.
So the biggest thing is to pick what you want and stick with it. Don't change your mind halfway through.
Which is kind of hard because I don't know what I like or what I want.
We won't be changing our minds. We will pick it, and then we will stick it.
Yeah. I know how I like my kitchen. I don't know what colors, but I know like the stuff that I want in it. I think for like long term, we should shoot for that, like try to get that 2,000 square foot mark.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. But anyways, it was good talking to you guys, and we'll try to do more updates as we go. Probably try to do every Monday if we can get out here every Monday.
Or if something really big's going on.
Yeah.
If we can.
Yeah, it's hard for us to. We're so, y'all know, we're just crazy people.
We're nuts.
We get into all kinds of stuff. We don't stop.
Nuts.
But you gotta do what you gotta do if you want to do everything before you die. So no time to waste. We'll see you on the next one.